Welcome back to Not So Pro Packer Talk, where we only talk about the Packers. Guys, today we're going to be talking about how now that the Packers are 3-3, where do they rank up against the NFC North going into the playoffs? But first, we get into that. We're going to have to talk about that terrible loss that we just had against the New York Jets at home at Lambeau, striking a 15 winning streak at Lambeau. 15 games we broke. It was due to happen eventually, but I did not think it would happen like that, losing by 17 points against the Jets. I thought the Jets could put up a fight against us. They've been hot, but I did not expect us losing like that. So we're going to get down into breaking down the game, and then we'll talk about the NFC North. So right off the bat, we'll talk offensively. Aaron Rodgers, you are not playing up to what your contract says. We are paying you $50 million a year, and we are putting ourselves in salary cap hell for the years after you, for you to be playing elite quarterback play, and you are not giving us that. I want to sit here and say that it can be fixed, but right now it looks he's playing bad football in my opinion. I really hope he can fix things moving forward, but he has not looked good at the beginning of this year. He's been a mid-tier quarterback, honestly. He's been a mid-tier quarterback with like playing like Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan type of ball right now. It's really just embarrassing in my opinion. I really hope that he can figure things out and play smart football. He can start trusting his receivers, that our receivers get open. But Aaron Rodgers needs to play better, first of all. Robert Tonyan had a great game, actually. 10 catches. 10 catches. That's insane for Robert Tonyan. He's usually a touchdown guy, helps out in certain circumstances, but never has he, I don't, in my recent memory, been the ball carrier for us. So awesome to see that from Robert Tonyan. And then Alan Lazard, another great game, 76 yards and a touchdown. Very impressive by Alan Lazard. He's our wide receiver one right now, in my opinion. He's been consistently the guy that Aaron Rodgers can go to. Romeo Dobbs, not that great of a game. 4 catches, 21 yards. Not that great from him. I need to see him back in the offense. I know he was getting targets, but he was just covered up really, really well by that Jets defense. But let's get to the root of the problem, in my opinion, on this Packers offense. And that's going to be the offensive line. They are not playing well as a unit. We need a complete restructure. And it starts with Newman, I believe. Yeah, Newman is our right guard. Royce Newman, he's our right guard. And he is playing just god-awful. In the passing game, in the run game, it is just bad. And we made a switch from him at the end of the second half to Jack Hansen, which I was very upset about. I thought we should put Zach Tom in my opinion. But we would Jack Hansen. Jack Hansen, I think, hurts his bicep, and then we had to pull him, and we put Royce Newman back in, and that he continued his horrible trend of just he wasn't blocking. Every time he was just getting shedded, and Rodgers was getting hit. I believe he had 5 total pressures that he gave up. Newman did. But we need to pull him, bench him, please, for the love of God. There's no way that we can go into this next week with him as our starting right guard. It is not going to work. So, in my opinion, this is my opinion as a Packer fan, as a Packer owner that loves the Packers. This is what we need to do. We need to move Elgton Jenkins out of the right tackle spots. I thought he was going to be our answer for right tackle because he's just an incredible offensive lineman, but he is not playing well there. He's doing good in the run game, but pass blocking, he is struggling. He gave up 3 pressures on this last game. We need to move in the right guard spot, in my opinion, and that should shore up that position. Now, who goes in the right tackle spot? Our left tackle, backup left tackle, all of last year when Bakhtiari was hurt, when Jenkins was hurt, Josh Nijman. Josh Nijman, I don't know, because I'm not part of the Packers coaching staff. I don't know what his experience with the right tackle position, but he's a solid left tackle for us. If Bakhtiari was not on the team, I would feel very comfortable with Josh Nijman as our starting left tackle. Yes, he's not the best left tackle in the league like Bakhtiari is, but he is a solid left tackle that can hold us down for what we need. I think we could potentially move him to the right tackle spot. If they don't decide to do that, this is option number 2. Move Zach Tom into the right guard spots and keep Jenkins at the right tackle, and hopefully things just work out eventually. But I think we need our best starting 5 out there, and I think moving Jenkins from the right tackle to right guard and moving our backup left tackle, Yash Nyman, to the right tackle position is going to make the best offensive line units, in my opinion. Matt LaFleur alluded to we got to look at like our offensive line going into next week, and I think there will be a change there. What that change would they decide with, me just having a bad feeling about it. I don't think Zach Tom's going to be in there, and I don't think they're going to make the right decision, unfortunately. But this is my opinion. Hopefully they figure things out. They got to do something different. If we go back into the next game with the same offensive line, we're not going to see any improvement, in my opinion. And then the second part of the root of the problem, Aaron Jones. How are we only giving him in the first half 3 carries? 3 carries. That doesn't make any sense at all. 3 carries. He ended the game with 9. AJ Dillon ended with 10. For a total of 19 rushes in total. We're not going to count the one from Aaron Rodgers. This is just not smart football. Getting your most dynamic, most explosive, most talented weapon on your offense, not giving him the ball in the first half does not make any sense to me at all. It makes 0 sense. I just don't get it. It feels like after every single loss, Matt LaFleur is coming to the stand and saying, we didn't get Aaron Jones the ball enough. We need to do better. Dude, you're saying the same thing every single week. You need to actually change something. Get him the ball. I don't care if it's you that isn't making the right play calls or it's Aaron Rodgers checking out of the right play calls. You need to make changes, and it needs to happen soon. Because I would not put up with another week of this. I will drive to Green Bay myself and give you a piece of my mind, because this is not the way you're supposed to be coaching this team, in my opinion.
Run the dang ball. Run the dang ball. Run it.
But I have faith in Matt LaFleur that he will make the correct change. So we have to focus on our offensive line and get Aaron Jones the ball, and Aaron Rodgers needs to play better. He needs to be the MVP that he is, in my opinion. So that's offensive. Defensively, we made great adjustments. Thank you, Joe Barry, for making the better adjustments that we needed to. Having our corners play more man press was the right choice to do. Jair Alexander had a great game. Almost, I think, completely shut out Garrett Wilson. Great job by him. I'm very, very happy with the defensive changes we made. We only allowed 3 points in the first half. They were playing amazingly. But the problem with this defense is during the second half, they just get gassed. They don't have anything. They don't have any energy left in them. And then they just get run over in the second half. We've seen it in almost every single game so far. We let up 17 points defensively in that second half. And then the special teams also gave up 7 points on punt block. We need to be able to finish out games. Yes, our offense is not putting you in good scenarios, but you need to be the defense that we claimed you were, that you thought you were. You need to be a closer for this Packers team, as long as our offense is not getting the points that we need for us to win. So defense needs to play better. Close out the second half. You got to stop looking so gassed out there. And we'll talk more about how they look in a second. But special teams, shout out to Pat O'Donnell. One of the best offseason signings we had this year. Pat O'Donnell, our punter, had, I don't even know how many punts. I'm going to look it up right now. But he did it. He was just knocking him out. He had, right here, 5 punts, averaging 48.8 yards per punt. Incredible. That he's our saving grace. If we didn't have Pat O'Donnell, we would have gotten killed by the Jets. Oh my god. We did. So that's the good part of the special teams we've been fixing. But the bad part of special teams, we had a field goal blocked and we had a punt blocked for a return. Can't let that happen. Can't let that happen. The special teams has been much improved under Rich Bisaccia. And I love Rich Bisaccia. I think he's done a great job so far, but we got to get rid of those mistakes. Those 7 points, yeah, they didn't end up mattering in the end, but it shouldn't happen. Should not happen. Very disappointed in the Packers special teams this week. Disappointed in our whole team together. And that gets to my biggest problem with this team. There is no heart out there. They are walking around looking like they do not care about this game. They don't care about the outcome. They don't care about anything. It's just really, really disappointing to see as a Packer fan, just the lack of effort on the football field. The only people that played hard was Jair Alexander, Adrian Amos, and at times Alan Lazard. Those are the only people that showed effort out there, in my opinion. It was really, really disheartening. It felt like we had dead men walking out there. They were just going through the motions. There was no communication on defense. We cannot have that, especially at a home game. We get down, we have a bad play, and then we just give up, basically. I'm tired of it, and that's the biggest thing that needs to change coming into this next week. We're going against the Commanders next week. Hopefully it can be a bounce-back game for us. Carson Wentz is out for a number of weeks, so Heineke is going to be the starter. Heineke, not the greatest of quarterbacks. I actually like Heineke. I think he could be a potential starter in this league if he just gets the right opportunity at the right time. I think he could be good, but hopefully we just embarrass him. I need some turnovers on defense. That's what I need. We need a Razulka Douglas pick six. That's the type of plays we need from this defense going forward. But hopefully we can have a bounce back game. I'm expecting a great game. Hopefully the Packers can win and we can get back on track moving forward. But NFC North in total, where do we land right now? Currently the Packers are 3-3. The leader of the division is the Vikings at 5-1. And then we have the Bears at 2-4 and the Lions 1-4. Now, me personally, I don't think the Bears and Lions are going to be able to catch up to anything. I think they're both really bad football teams. Not saying that the Packers are a good football team right now. I think we suck, in my opinion. But I think we have a better roster that can turn it around eventually. So I do not think that the Bears or Lions are going to have any run in this division. I think the Lions are going to beat out the Bears eventually and take that third spot. But overall, I don't see them either in the contention of winning the NFC North. Now, Vikings, they look like they're running away with this thing. 5-1 starting the season. I was not expecting this from the Vikings. I thought they were a 500 team, and I was very, very wrong. Now, I will say that they are winning some very close games. They've been some single score games that they should have lost. Vikings versus Lions, they won by 4. Vikings versus Saints, they won by 3. Vikings versus Bears, they only won by a touchdown. And then Vikings versus Dolphins, only won by 8 points. That was the most dominant win, but they had their third string quarterback and then their second string quarterback play that game. They haven't looked dominant yet, in my opinion, for the Vikings. And before I give the division and succeed it to them, I need to see them be dominant in order for me to actually believe in them. Now, I think they're if the Packers and Vikings played this past week, I think the Vikings would win. I don't think we're a good football team right now. But I definitely think we could potentially make a run for it and maybe potentially take the NFC North. Right now, I see the hardest games moving forward for the Vikings are going to be the Bills, the Cowboys, the Patriots, the Jets, Giants, and the Packers. I don't think the Vikings can beat us twice. I really hope they don't. So that's one loss I think they can get. I think they can lose against the Giants. I think they can lose against the Jets. I think they can lose against the Bills, and I think they can lose against the Cowboys. So I think potentially they have 5 losses that they can get, give or take 1 or 2, in my opinion. So we have some wiggle room there. If the Vikings only win 10 games potentially, or 9 games hopefully, then that opens up the potential for us to be able to move in there and take that final spot, in my opinion. Now, the Packers, we have some hard games moving forward. The Jets and Giants, those were supposed to be our easy games, and we were supposed to win those. We lost both of those, and now we have some hard games moving forward. The Bills are a hard team. The Cowboys, the Titans, I think will be a hard game. The Eagles, Rams, and then Dolphins, and then Vikings, etc. So we have 7 hard games, in my opinion, moving forward. The games that I think we could lose, I don't see us beating the Bills unless we absolutely destroy the Commanders next week. I do not see us beating the Bills in Buffalo. That's going to be insanely hard. Cowboys, they're a better team than us right now. I hate saying that. Eagles, I think they can beat us, in my opinion. In Philly, that's going to be hard. I think we beat the Rams. Dolphins, it's cold. It's cold over in Florida on Christmas Day. I think we win that one, and I think we beat the Vikings. This is me being completely optimistic, but hopefully we only lose 3 more games moving forward. This is me being very optimistic, and that's assuming the Packers figure things out in the next coming weeks. So I potentially seeing us being right at step by step with the Vikings if things go very favorably for us. And we need a lot of chips to fall in our favor. We can win out right now, and it doesn't matter if the Vikings also win out. We have put ourselves in a place where we need another team to lose in order for us to win the division. And I don't like that. I don't like that we're in this position. But this is the position we have, and we have to move forward like this. But hopefully, Packers can lose. Packers can win this division. But right now, Vikings are running away with it. Hopefully, they trip up, and the Packers can once again own the North as we should. But let me know down in the comments what you think the Packers rank in the NFC North. Do we have a chance against the Vikings? Do you guys think we can win this division, or do you think it's already chalked and the Vikings are running away with it? I don't think it's chalked yet. In the coming weeks, we will see if the Packers continue losing, the Vikings continue winning. That's my thoughts. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you guys participate in our giveaway that we are doing. Make sure you guys are subscribed to us on YouTube and follow us on TikTok. Like both videos and then comment done, and you'll be entered in our giveaway to win a mini helmet from Shaquille Leonard, Shaq Leonard, Darius Leonard. Make sure you guys subscribe and do all that so you can enter and get in this giveaway, so we can give something away to you guys for us hitting 200 subscribers on YouTube. We appreciate all the love you guys have given us. Make sure you guys do that, and I'll see you guys next time. Go Pack Go.